Sir, leader of opposition Sri Rahul Gandhi has raised this issue of vote chori. What is this vote chori all about?
Having worked on voters list for several decades now, I fail to understand what exactly was meant by vote chori.
Okay.
It's a mere slogan.
Okay.
There's no definition for it. They are using this as a catchy slogan to misguide the people of Bihar
Okay.
for electoral gains, as the elections are due there before the end of the year. The context is that the 2025 electoral roll, the voters list for 2024 for 2025 for Bihar was released published in January 2025. The total number of voters were about 7.89 crores, and the election commission keeps periodic revision even within the year. Now in June, the election commission took a decision that from 24th June to 24th July, for over a 1 month period, they will conduct a special intensive revision, SIR. That is what is being popularly referred to as the Bihar SIR.
Okay.
Under this, all the voters were supposed to file forms, declarations, along with their proof of their address and all other identification and other documents.
Okay.
When these were verified, in the presence of representatives of the election commission, the block level, the booth level officers, BLOs, and also representatives of 12 recognized political parties of Bihar, the booth level agents. So in their presence, these names were identified, and when the list was published after the SIR on 1st August, about 65 lakh names were found to be deleted.
65 lakh.
65 lakhs. They raised a big hue and cry that, this is vote chori, they're denying rights to people to vote and, their constitutional right, and everything is against the constitution and the spirit of constitution, and election commission is biased, so on and so forth.
So it is true, and you mean?
No,
Okay.
I'll come to that.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at 65 lakhs, you take a breakup of this, there are 22 lakh voters who are found to be dead.
Okay.
Now, there was a criticism saying that how can 22 lakh people die within a period of 7 months, because between January and August,
Okay.
how can so many people die? It's not like that. As with the experience on the field and how voters lists keep evolving year after year, this is one category of voters which does not get deleted regularly, because election commission, if names are to be deleted, they have to follow a certain procedure. Notices have to be issued and all that. So this is an accumulated number, so there is no need to be so panicky about the number of dead voters. If they say 22 lakh names of people, dead voters are listed here, if somebody is alive, I pointed out in the past, I have my office in an apartment building. Somebody living on the top floor was shown to be dead his name was deleted because a person is dead, he was alive, and we pointed out. So there is a window for correction. Then the other category is 35 lakh people who have permanently shifted out of Bihar.
Oh, okay.
Then another 7 lakh people whose names have appeared twice, and they're duplicate voters, and they need to be removed. Nobody can say you have two names, 2 votes. One person cannot have more than one. About 1 lakh applications were yet to be received. So as a result, this was just about 8% of the total of 7.89 crores which were there in January. Now, by comparison, if you look at Telangana, what happened in the past, in 2018, Telangana had a total number of 2.56 crore voters, and we had pointed out to the election commission before the Supreme Court, before the High Court, and none of those things were denied. They tried to correct based on that. We had pointed out 68 lakh discrepancies, which included 30 lakh duplicate voters in a small state of Telangana with 2.56 crore voters. We pointed out with proof 30 lakh duplicate voters, and that too 12 lakhs within Telangana and 18 lakhs between Andhra and Telangana. Okay, leave the Andhra Telangana thing aside. Even within Telangana, it was 12 lakhs, and in Bihar, it's only 7 lakh duplicate votes. And in Telangana, I mean, compared to Telangana, this is a very small number. It's not at all significant. Nothing to be alarmed about. But Mr. Rahul Gandhi needs something to play on to mislead the people of Bihar.
Even in the past, Sri Rahul Gandhi have made several allegations about the election commission. In the past, he said that there is an like atom bomb, and now there is a hydrogen bomb. What is your take on this?
Well, I think Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been continuing these attacks on the election commission. I don't know what exactly it is based on. More to stay in, in a controversy to gain public attention and hopefully support. That's what he must be thinking about. Even in the past, he made false allegations of EVM manipulation. These were rejected at all levels. Several times the matter went before the Supreme Court, and repeatedly they said there is no scope of manipulating EVMs. And I think if the Supreme Court also is not going to entertain any such thing in future. Whenever Congress lost elections in the states, they started blaming the EVMs. Their own India Alliance partner, the National Conference Chief Minister of J&K, Mr. Omar Abdullah, reacted to saying this is unfair, citing that his own victory in J&K was on the basis of results when voting is done on the EVMs. So if manipulation had to be done, it could have been done there also. So it's not fair to keep blaming the EVM. So EVM chapter, I think Rahul Gandhi thought not to pursue it any further.
Okay.
Then he made an overall charge last year about last year's Lok Sabha elections. He went repeatedly saying that they have been manipulated, in a large scale, and it's only because of this that the NDA BJP could come to power. They have a big, experts, a lot of experts in data, and I'm sure it has been brought to his notice that the Congress and the parties that have gone with the Congress have polled the highest number of votes in the last 35 years in the 24 elections. In spite of that, he says manipulation has been done in the elections, and that's why BJP is in power. And if BJP had to, if there was some thing like that, some fantastic thing like manipulation, why would BJP fall short of the halfway mark on its own? First time it has happened after 2014 and 19. So this is totally preposterous, and whatever Mr. Rahul Gandhi says, it's based on falsehood to mislead the people of the country, and in a way play into the hands of those forces which are trying to show our institutions in bad light and to weaken our country and the democratic process in India.
What is Rahul Gandhi trying to achieve with this Vote Chori slogan and Vote Adhikar Yatra?
Well, he wants to create a false narrative. I said, what is the definition of vote chori? It is being portrayed to different people as different things. They are doing these deletions and whatever they're referring to deny you your rights to vote, to get benefits, to deny you reservations and all kinds of things, to mislead the people. This false narrative. I think he got a clue from last year. Then during the parliament elections, in the run-up to the parliament elections, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji appealed for a 400 par. He gave a call for 400 par seat, more than 400 in the Lok Sabha elections. This was to enthuse the cadres and then make them work harder. But somehow he utilized this slogan given by Mr. Narendra, by the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, to say that this 400 plus the NDA is trying to gain to amend the constitution, to remove reservation, and also, and that is the kind of, the entire constitution, carrying a book, the red book, the Constitution of India in his pocket, going around with this. We want to save your vote. We want to save the constituency, constitution. We want to save the reservations and also work for the poor of this country. And that kind of clicked, because many analysts agreed that this narrative that was developed during the 24 Lok Sabha elections by Rahul Gandhi, this red book business, that worked. And he wants to create a similar thing for Bihar. And that is something which will not work out.
What is the position of 1st September 2025 at the end of the period for filing claims and objections?
When the SIR was introduced, the Election Commission came out with dates for various steps to be followed. After the publication of the draft electoral roll, it's a draft electoral roll, on 1st August, a 1-month window was given for claims and objections to be filed. And all this process was being carried out in a very transparent manner. The Election Commission was uploading a bulletin every day at 3 p.m. with the position of the claims and objections and other papers submitted till 10 a.m. and 10 in the morning. So the final bulletin that was put out in this context, I'll tell you certain figures. Claims and objections for inclusion, 36,475 applications were received. This is for inclusion. Under the claims and objections category, 2,17,049 applications were received for deletion of names. Deletion. Okay. So even in the claims and objections, there are more applications, very significantly higher number of applications for deletion. As it is, 65 lakhs names were identified were deleted after the SIR. Now, 2,17,049 applications to delete, as against 36,474 for inclusion. I'm stressing this because of the facts as they came out every day.
Okay.
Unfortunately, a day before, the Supreme Court was also going to hear on this matter.
Okay.
One spokesperson in the Congress party, Mr. Pawan Khera, came out with a very fantastic claim. And I haven't heard anything prior to that or subsequent to that. They said 95 lakh applications given by the opposition, India Alliance or Congress, whoever has given them, they were rejected by the Election Commission. If you don't submit anything in a proper form, it will not be accepted. That is the basic thing. And whatever it is, this figure of 95 lakhs, this is total falsehood, totally baseless. This is only to create some kind of hype before the Supreme Court was hearing this. It was only indirectly try and influence the Supreme Court as if something fantastic is happening. But nothing comes before the court. This is a statement outside to create this impression and mislead the voters further. And nothing to substantiate that is put before the court. I have dealt with such issues. I have dealt with illegal deletions of votes in Telangana when I picked up bundles of unserved notices and submitted to the Election Commission in my individual capacity, going back to 2015. And the Election Commission, for the first time in the country, sent a team of 14-member team, high-power team, to look at the complaints given by me for deletion of votes in the Greater Hyderabad area. For the first time, a 14-member team was sent anywhere in the country. And I was neither in the ruling party in the state nor in the center. But the Election Commission responded. So if things are presented in a proper manner, the Election Commission has responded. It's my own personal experience. I was then a congressman.
Yeah.
But you make wild allegations like this and say that Election Commission trying to finding fault and then running down our institutions. I think they are playing into the hands of people who are anti-India internationally. They are not happy with India's growth. They are not happy on the growth trajectory that we are maintaining over the years. Our objective of Vikasit Bharat till 2047, the manner in which we stood firm against even big powers like the United States, and also the manner in which we dealt with our neighbor Pakistan during the recent Operation Sindoor. All these factors, not only Pakistan but several other countries, are ganged up apparently, and there are forces working to deride, to run down the democratic processes and the institutions that are responsible for it. And it's an anti-India thing which knowingly or unknowingly Mr. Rahul Gandhi is playing into it.
What kind of issues and concerns are there regarding revision of voters list, and what is the importance of purifications of voters list?
I think I've listed out many things
Yeah, you have
so
covered though. If there is any point to add.
Many things I have covered.
Yeah.
What happens? How do people do bogus voting? If there are duplicate votes, it leaves scope. There is a name mentioned there. They bring anybody and try to. This is what the Election Commission has been trying to tighten all over the country. We see in Hyderabad, there are complaints by the ruling Congress party leaders. By holding a press conference in the party headquarters at Gandhi Bhavan, one Congress leader said there are 6.8 lakh bogus votes in Hyderabad Lok Sabha constituency. There is another opposition party leader in Old City who said both this Congress leader and this man went to the municipal commissioner last year before the parliament election, saying that there are so many lakhs of bogus voters in Hyderabad. The municipal commissioner, I believe, said he is ready to delete. One click he can delete, but they should go to the chief minister, Mr. Revant Reddy. And this very Revant Reddy goes to Bihar to preach sermon on vote adhikar and vote chori. And I believe here, when these leaders approached the chief minister, he said, "No, that is MIM area. Let's not do anything." These are the double standards that the Congress leaders have. So bogus voting is something which needs to be eliminated, and this kind of an exercise done in Bihar of SIR is extremely important. I am glad I saw a report yesterday that the Election Commission is now thinking of an SIR all over the country. And SIR is necessary for the very reasons that these people are trying to prop up from time to time. That so-called atom bomb in Mahadevpura in Karnataka, so many names have come. So SIR will take care of all those things. But they are not interested in free and fair elections. They are only trying to find fault with the functioning to bring down the reputation of organizations like the Election Commission of India, and also against the NDA and the towering personality of Mr. Narendra Modi.
Well, that was an insightful talk with you, sir, and it was a pleasure to have an interview with you. Thank you so much for having us here, for being us here.